Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome to my weekly update. This week has seen what it feels like almost a return to normality with quite a few face to face meetings, and particular pleasure for me and Stuart and Tom to meet up with our opposite numbers across Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Wales. And the first time, indeed, that the farming unions have met in well over a year. So very good to discuss the challenges. We discussed obviously the Northern Ireland Protocol and the situation there, which doesn't get any easier. A lot of goods, of course, being lost from not going from GB into Northern Ireland. Enormous challenges for the Northern Irish to be moving breeding stock. It really does need to be resolved. A pragmatic solution has to be found on both sides in order to get this situation on the island of Ireland sorted. Of course, it's been difficult from day one. And I have to say, at the moment, consensus seems a long way off. And we also had a really good discussion around the wider aspects of trade, of the Australian trade deal, of the Trans-Pacific deal, and what is needed. We will be really joining up, coming together on another letter going into the Prime Minister around what is needed. Absolute sort of consensus across the United Kingdom that we've got to be investing in more boots on the ground across the world, technical posts to open up these new market opportunities. Government can't just keep talking about it, it needs to walk the walk on this as well. And of course, significantly investing in market development and market promotion as well. And yesterday, alongside that meeting, I was also able to have a call with John Elty, who is the Permanent Secretary in the Department of International Trade, and get an update on where they are with the Trans-Pacific discussions, which of course have just started. You'll remember I said a while back that Elizabeth Bowes, who is the Chief Negotiator for Australia, whom I met, is also the Chief Negotiator for the Trans-Pacific discussions too. New Zealand, of course, they are now talking about trying to finalise the New Zealand deal in August. I think that's unlikely, but you never know at this moment in time. These deals are progressing with enormous pace. But the point that I made to the Permanent Secretary was we really need the top of government to come together now. I am extremely concerned that trade policy and agricultural policy are getting further and further apart. We have to make sure both of them, you remember right at the very beginning of all of this, NFU was talking about trade policy, agricultural policy, and access to a competent, reliable workforce, all needing to be treated as one. We're on a different road now, and agricultural policy is causing us a huge amount of concern as we progress forwards with a lot of lack of detail. So I'll continue to update you on that as things progress. It is our council meeting on Monday, and I'm really pleased that George Eustace will be attending that meeting. So really good for council members to be able to get an update from him. Still, honestly, far, far too much that is unknown in all areas. Lump sum still, I would say, a very grey area, particularly for the tenanted sector. So a lot going on, and to reassure you, we've had a few inquiries this week from members who are very concerned about online activism and indeed on-farm activism. We've pulled together a whole wealth of information to help members out. So please do look at the app, go to NFU Online. There are every single tool that you would want there that I hope really gives you the support, whether it is online activism you're concerned about, or indeed, heaven forbid, on farm. Anyway, I look forward to speaking to you again next week. As always, please do take care of yourselves. And here on my farm, I have to say, it looks like spring is only just starting. Hard to believe we're very nearly in July. I've still got some trees that are only just coming out. So it's been a pretty strange year weather-wise to date. Stay safe and many thanks.